Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgia and today I'm testing out the Natasha Denona Mini Love eyeshadow palette. This is part of their Love collection range, I believe, which has been released for Valentine's. I do think some of the pieces may be old pieces that have been launched in recent years, but otherwise it is a really pretty palette. I got this one from Cult Beauty for £22. And it comes in really pretty packaging. I have bought my sister and my mum one of these little mini ones for Christmas last year, but I haven't actually used either of them, so I don't know about the consistency or the type of the eyeshadow palette at all. This is very much like a first impressions on Natasha Denona eyeshadows as well. But overall it's a really pretty palette to start off with. It comes with quite a thick plastic casing, which I really like, and it was snap shut as well. And then we have the 5 eyeshadows on the inside as well, in the shade of You Are My True Love, which I think is really cute. And these eyeshadows are 0.8 grams each. So I'm just going to have a play around with this today, sort of see what look I can create from it and what I think about the eyeshadows as well. Because I do think it looks really pretty and I have high hopes of the eyeshadows because I've heard a lot of good things about Natasha Denona. But there's just a thing of having a play around to see what I actually think. So you look some quite pretty shades. This one has gone slightly weird, but it is a matte shadow, so I don't really know if that's of it at all. But otherwise it's a really nice shimmer. 2 shimmers actually. This one seems a bit more of a pressed shimmer type thing. Otherwise you have some pretty shades in the pinks and the purples there as well. So it looks like this one is a duochrome. These 2 are creamy mattes and then these 2 are metallics. I think to start off with I'm just going to go in with this lighter purple matte shade here. And just put that all over my lid. Seeing as I didn't have much on my brush and I did tap it off both times, it has gone a really long way. And it is a nice amount of pigment for it being a lighter colour as well. Next I'm going to go into this pink shade here. I'm just going to take the same brush to see how it works with that being a metallic. Very pretty, soft and subtle shimmer. And I was keeping up the lid to start with, but I have kind of just taken it up to where the rest of the colour underneath was blended out to. Just because it is kind of a sheer wash of shimmer that has a really nice pink tint to it. But I think this is looking nice so far. I'm just taking a slightly denser, thicker, fluffy brush and going into a little bit of that darker shade. I'm probably going to regret this because it probably is quite pigmented. So I'm just going to take a little bit to the outer corner here. And I'm just taking what's left over on the brush and just blending up here as well. Just because the shape went a little bit odd. The same thing again, it's quite pigmented and the colour really does go quite far. Now I'm going to go into this duochrome shade on the end, just taking a bit on my finger and I'm going to apply it to the lid. That's really pretty. It is a lot more, there's not so much eyeshadow or base to it, there is a lot of glitter in there and it almost disperses throughout. It's really, really pretty. I really like that. I'm really impressed by these. I know it is just a basic glitter basically, but it does have a slight duochrome effect to it. There's a little bit of fallout but not too much, and a lot of the glitter has stayed on my eyelid for now. It does look like it's going to be a really creamy shade. You can see it just go between the gold and the pink there. But it actually goes on really nice. I thought it was going to be quite thick on the eye, but it actually is really nice, fine actual shadow with the fine amount of glitter, and then it has dispersed evenly over the whole eyelid, which I quite like. It's not too heavy or anything, but it has this really pretty shimmery look still. Just taking a thinner eyeshadow brush and then going into this darker purple here. I'm just going to use it to make a wing. This shade doesn't seem to be as pigmented when I'm putting it on like this. It might work better if I kind of wet my brush or something first to use as a liner. But I guess maybe it's similar to when it looked like on my hand and is a bit not patchy but loose almost on my hand. I feel like maybe this shade is like that when trying to use it compact like this. But otherwise I've managed to achieve the look I wanted. Kind of wanted anyway, that's a bit wonky, but not the eyeshadow's fault, it's all mine. One more thing I wanted to do, because there's a shade I haven't used in here yet, is to take this lighter shade onto a small sort of detailing brush. I'm just going to take that for some inner highlight. Okay, and this is the finished look. I really like how it's turned out. It's really pretty and shimmery without being too over the top. Like I said, that duochrome shimmer isn't too thick or anything. I thought it was going to be like really creamy and thick, but it actually has come out really pretty in the eye. It doesn't feel like it's going to move anywhere or go anywhere. It looks really nice, just effortless. And I really like how the look has turned out. I'm really glad I went for this one. They do have a few different shades in the smaller range, and I guess it's like minis of what you would get in the bigger ones. So it is really nice to test a small size out first before going for one of the bigger eyeshadow palettes, because I think like £60 or more for the bigger ones, like up to 120 or something I've seen somewhere, I think. So it is really nice to have these little mini ones, and you've got a really good colour story in there to play around with as well. You could do a few different looks with this. You could use this one as an eyeliner like I have, or you can use it as overall as an eye colour. You can use it for shading. And even with these ones here where they are the metallics, they are very easy to work with. Like I put this pink one all over my lid first, and it didn't look too metallic or too shimmer or anything. And I guess you could probably build them up with putting layers on of it, or also going with like a damp brush or something as well. And I think you could really pick up these colours really well with that. Yeah, overall I'm really happy with it. I really like how it turned out and everything, and I'm going to keep using this palette because it's so cute as well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you like how this look turned out. Let me know what you think of the Natasha Denona palettes, and also with the bigger ones, are they worth buying for that price of the bigger shades? Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!